Hello friends, today is day 5 or 6, I don't remember. So just let's directly jump onto the interview section. So first question would be for Mahin. So Mahin, you need to tell me about what are the benefits of using ES6 features like let and con, and also you need to tell me about something about the arrow function.
Something about?
Arrow function.
Okay. So basically, there is a very beneficial when sorry for distraction. So let me answer you. So ES6 feature are the new JavaScript feature which will help us to write a more readable and efficient code. So let's talk about first Latin codes why we use over the where. So where is we can also reassign and redeclare. For example, I write where my name equal to Mahin, so also I can write where my name equal to Amit or Santosh. Maybe I can redeclare it. So this is not fair. If I so in a real time application, if by mistake my another collab friend, if we use same variable by mistake, so it will be a very big error or bug in my application. So we should use let and cons because let like we cannot redeclare both of let and cons we cannot redeclare and there is the one little difference between let and const. We can reassign let, but we cannot reassign const. So whenever we want constant value, so we have to use const, and for reassigned value, we can use let. And ES6 arrow function, if I talk about, so arrow function is just the concise way of the traditional functions. So but there is a one different. We can't use these keywords. For example, the original function, traditional function has these context, but in arrow function we don't have these concepts. So this is what the difference between traditional function and ES6 arrow function. And also there is a more lots of new features like rest operators and speed operators. We have a classes, so we should use ES6 feature for more benefit.
Okay, fine. That is very clear of you. So Santosh, can you tell me about what kind of React hooks are you aware of, and can you explain the use of use effect with an example? So how many kinds of React hooks you are using in day-to-day life, and explain something about use effect. So you are muted, Santosh.
Use effect. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So basically, the React is a many hooks like use state, use effect, and use memo. So in the use effect, in a use effect, they are the maintain uh, they are managing the functions and the components. Function and the components. The functions have the same capability to capability to a class components, simplifying the improving and the reusability. Okay, so hooks the use effect. Uh, am I going to right or wrong? Hello.
You let explain the use effect now.
Okay. Yeah. I'm use effect. Yeah. So use effect is a hook used to the side effect functions components that data fetching or yeah, even listener timer. So in a use effect, updating the date document title whenever the count change or the clean up the function and reset the document title when you components unmount or before the next effect effect run. Yeah. So these are the side effects uh, answer.
Okay, fine. You stated correct topic twice, but it was not clear, although it was correct. So, Mahin, you need to tell me about the concept of hoisting in JavaScript and which declarations are hoisted.
So hosting is a concept, or I can say mechanism of the JavaScript that that move the declaration of the variables and the functions to the top. This is the word hosting. And where is the hosted variable? And let and const also they are hosted, but there is a one temporary that's .tdz. Because of that, the hosting effect is not affectable on the let const, while where is the hosted variable, and there is all the functions also are hosted. Because when I declare a function, my for example greet, I have declared, but I can call it any time, anywhere in my code. For example, I have declare my function in a line number 20, so I can call it in a line number 10. So this is because of hoisting. And also where, for example, if I do console.log my name and at line number 1, and at line number 2 I am declaring where my name equal to Mahi. So all the declaration, where my name is a declaration, okay, so it will hoisted. Its value is not hoisted, because so I will get a console of line number 1 as a undefined, because declarations are hosted but the values are not hosted. So this is what hosting.
Yes. A follow-up question: how does functions are hoisted in JavaScript?
Really, I don't know about it. Can you please explain?
Okay, yes. So function hoisted are very different from the let, var, and const hoisting. It actually takes the whole function body. Like whenever we define a function or just write any function code, so whichever line we have written it, it doesn't care. Whenever we try to use it before the declaration line, it can access it because it knows the body, it knows the function name as well. So it is very similar to var declaration, where actually we can get the value and we can get the variable name, but in function declaration we can actually access the function body as well. Like if you define a function on line number 100 and try to console it on line number 1, it can access the name as well as the body as well. So it can basically remember the body as well. So functions are actually hoisted with the body itself. So that's for you. So Santosh, your question is how does React segment improve the DOM structure? Like what is first of all, what is React segment in React, and how does it improve the DOM structure? You are muted, Santosh.
React fragment and React fragment and DOM, na? So in the React fragment, you are allowing to mm, open bracket and the closing bracket. So it allows to multiple elements without the adding extra node of the DOM. They improve the DOM structures by avoiding the unnecessary uh, unnecessary wrap the elements, making the DOM. So in the React fragment, the no extra DOM node, the fragment don't create the extra elements. Additionally, elements like a div or div and the improving the performance by introducing the unnecessary elements. Fragment can reduce the numbers of node, uh, and third one is clean code. The fragment when you need to return the multiple elements, multiple elements from the components without adding the extra markup fragment. The allow for the clean JSX and better styling for the better styling with the without extra wrap element. You avoid the styling issues caused by the unnecessary DOM elements like divs and all. So these are the actual the React fragments uses.
Yeah, that was correct and that was on point. Fine. Okay, Mahin, you tell me about what is the difference between Redux and context API, and how a developer should know that when to choose what.
Okay, so Redux and Context API both have state management tools or system, I can say, for the React application. But there's a little difference between Redux and Context API. So let's talk about first Context API. So Context API is using the hook. We don't need to use any extra library, while Redux is the external library for the JavaScript applications. And also we have a React Redux for JavaScript for React application. So Redux is a additional like we have to install, and while content API is the inbuilt hook. Okay, so first we have to create context using the create context. We have to create the context, then we have to use it using use context, and it's like a global variable we can create, and we can use it any of the component as a global variable. But when any of the variable will change of this context. So all the component wherever I have used the context API variable, so it all gets re-rendered. So this is the what minus point I can say of the context API. So if you are creating and if building a big application, so we should not use context API. If at a small project, we can use context API. If we are using big projects, we should use Redux, because Redux is a very like a useful and very easy tool. It's like there is a one store, I can say, where all the states are stored in that single store. Single store. There is a one rule, a single source of truth, with all the things stored in that store only. Then if we want to change anything or any state or any value of that store, so we have a reducer, and reducer are just functions. I can say, I forget that name. Uh, uh, Sorry, I forget. So we should use Redux when we are building a big applications.
Okay, fine. That was enough. Okay. So last question for Santosh. You need to tell me about the importance of key props in React List. Simply.
Can you repeat again the question?
Yeah. So whenever we try to render the React list elements, like we have different kinds of components inside parent. So we kind of provide a key prop on every element while mapping through all the list elements. So why do we use key props in
Okay.
those list elements?
Okay. So like React key points, right?
Key prop.
Hello.
Key prop.
Okay. Yeah. So in the React, the key props is a React essentials for the like updating the re-rendering the list of elements. Help the React identify the items change or add. Uh, change or add, removing the unnecessary unrendering, re-rendering. Okay, re-rendering. So the importance of the key props, uh, efficiently the reconciliations and the performance and the like reconciliation, performance, and the behaviors. So reconciliations, the key allow to React to match each element of the list with the corresponding the DOM node. Okay, and the performance, without the key, React would have to re-render the entire list whenever the change occurs to the single like a single element has been updated. And the third one is correct behavior, maybe. So correct behavior props used to the key, ensuring the components state like input value or the correctly the like um, correctly the re-rendering like uh, uh, correctly the render the components so these are the I know the these are the answers, like key the key point of the.
Okay, fine. So yeah, your question was to the point and it was pretty much clear since you added pointers there. So yeah, this was nice. So yeah, this is the end of the day. We have a very good questions over there, and we have a pretty much good answers in comparison to that. So by this, we are ending the meet with this day, and tomorrow we will meet with another interviewer and with another question that will have some good insight upon you. So thank you so much. See you later.